home where we have arts and crafts that you can do at home with your family and friends. This week I'm really excited about the art project we have. It's Valentine's Day theme for February. We are going to be making these lovely heart wreaths that you can hang at home and maybe write some little cute things on it for your family. Alright, so before we get started, you're going to want to make sure that you have something to maybe protect your table, and you can also wear something to protect yourself because we're going to be using some markers this week. Awesome. So let's go over some of the supplies that we're going to be using for our paper heart wreaths. So first, to start off, we're going to be using paper. You can use white paper or you can use decorated color paper. From there, you can use some markers if you want. This is optional. We are going to need scissors, and then we're also going to need staplers. If you don't have staplers, you can of course use tape or glue. And then we don't have any, but if you want to be able to hang your wreath, you can also have some string or extra paper as well to be able to hang it up. Alright, I think that's all the supplies we need this week, so let's get it all out. I hope you're ready to go, and I'm really excited to show you our paper heart wreaths. Alright, let's go!
Alright, I hope we're ready to go. I have my friend with me today. Awesome, and we're so excited. So, first off, we are going to need paper, 2 pieces of paper. They can be color or just white. We need scissors, a stapler, or you can use tape, or you can use glue, but we are going to use staples. We need markers or pens, just something to decorate. So we're going to start off with one piece of paper first. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to be folding it over. We are going to fold it over the hot dog style, so that means the long way. Going to fold that over, get that nice crease, and then fold it over one more time. Got to crease that nice and good. Awesome. So that means we folded it over twice, right? So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 sections. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 sections. All right, we're going to lay this out, and we are going to keep moving. We need some markers. So we are going to decorate down these nice little strips that we made. And you can decorate them with about anything you want. So you can draw little designs and patterns on them. You can write little notes for Valentine's Day. You can do pretty much anything that you want. I'm going to do a little bit of both. Kind of trying out some different patterns. And with my color paper, it's kind of hard to get the colors to show. Alright, so now we have all that done. You also want to make sure that you do a second piece of paper the exact same way. So remember, you fold it over once, fold it over twice the long way, and now you have your 4 columns again, the exact same way. And then you can of course decorate them if you want. We are going to skip that part for right now, but remember, you can decorate along those. So we need our scissors, and we are going to be cutting along all those nice ridges that you made with our folds. So we're going to take our scissors and we are going to neatly cut down them so that way we have our strips. So if each of our papers have 4 little columns, that means we should have 8 pieces of paper all together. So you better make sure you go ahead and count those, that you got all of them together. Alright, so we're going to take our one piece of paper and we need our stapler or tape or glue, but again, I'm going to focus with staples. We have our paper with our design on one side and then it's plain on one side. We want the design on the bottom so that way we see the plain on the top. Fold it in half. This is the hamburger way. You fold it in half, get a nice crease in there, and then you're going to open it up, kind of put it on its side, and then you're going to swirl it together to make that nice little heart shape. So I'm going to do it again. Swirl it in, and there we have our nice heart shape. Awesome. So we're going to take our stapler. It's a little tricky to do this part. You might need an adult to help you with this, but you're going to hold it there together with your one hand, and with your other hand you're going to put the stapler in there, squish it, And then now the staples in. And then there you go. You have a nice paper heart and it's decorated on the edges. So we're going to do this with all of our papers. I know, all of them, all 8 need to do this. Remember, the decoration side should be on the outside, so you want to lay that on the bottom. Give it a nice fold, open it up, curl it inwards to get that heart shape. And then with one hand, you're going to pinch that together. And then with the other hand, you're going to take your stapler. And you're going to staple right in there. Awesome, just like that. Perfect. So now we just got to do this to all of our pieces of paper. So while we're making these, you might find that some ways are a little bit easier to do it than others. You might also find that you might want to pause this video and take some time making them. You might want to grab a friend, maybe they'll help you out. Again, we use staples for this, but you can use any type of tape or glue. Stapling just goes maybe a little bit faster than using tape or glue, but all of those methods can work. Awesome. All right, I think they're all done. So we have all 8. Some of them didn't turn out as nice as the others. I'll show you how we fix that a little bit later. But for right now, we have all 8 of our hearts. We should have all 8. And now it's time to decide, if you did colored paper, what kind of pattern do you want to put them in? So for me, I'm going to go purple, blue, but you could also put them in whatever pattern you want. Maybe you want all of the colors next to each other. So to staple them together, you want to take 2, take your stapler, and you're going to staple towards the top, not the bottom, so not where that point is. You want to go at the top where that nice curve is at. You're going to staple up there at the top to bring these 2 hearts together. So again, this might be a little difficult, so you're going to try your best. One hand you're going to hold it together, other hand you're going to staple it. Once that's done, flip it over, and then you're going to do it all over again. Awesome! Alright, so there we go. I have 1 pair made. So now it's time to make a nice little paper train. And you're going to continue doing this with all 8 of your paper hearts. Alright, so now it's time. Me and my friend are going to kind of speed this up, and we're going to show you our process as we start making our paper hearts. You'll kind of see there'll be sometimes we pause a little bit more, sometimes the stapler gets jammed, sometimes we run out of staples, so we have to kind of work through that. Alright, so I'm going to show you how we fix this heart that's kind of curling a little too much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of pinch on the very edge, and I'm going to staple on the very edge of that paper where we already stapled before. So if I staple on the edge, it kind of pushes it together and kind of keeps it together a little bit more. So I'm going to do it on both sides. I'm just going to add a couple extra staples there, so maybe that will kind of stabilize it. Now it doesn't fix it 100%, and that's why you got to make sure you're very careful, but that's the best way to kind of fix that if the heart is curling a little bit too much. Alright, so we're going to continue working. Again, we're working really fast, and we're also speeding this up. You might need to pause the video, or you can always kind of skip ahead to the next part. So I have my chain pretty much done. I think I have just one more heart to do. I'm going to help my friend out as well. Remember, sharing is caring, so I'm going to help her. Alright, so my chain is done. I'll show you how to connect that in a second. We'll just wait for my friend to catch up. Remember, everybody works at their own paces, so don't be afraid if it takes you a little bit more time. Awesome, so we're back with our handy dandy stapler. And the same process, we're going to kind of bring those 2 hearts together to complete this circle. And again, the same thing, you're going to staple towards that top of that curve. And you're going to do it on both sides, just like you did with the rest of the wreath. And now I'm going to share my stapler with my friend, and she's going to do the same thing. Staple towards the top of that curve on one side, flip it over, and then staple it again. All right. So she wants to show you, sometimes if she flips it on one side, because the hearts curve a little too much, if you flip it over on the other side, it lays down and looks just a little bit nicer. So don't forget that you can kind of flip them over, find the side you like best. All right, so these can be finished just like this, or if you want to, you can take a string and you can attach it to one side. That way it can hang. All right, it can hang up just like that on your wall, on a door. But these are finished. Congrats!
Oh my goodness, these look amazing. Everyone, you did such a good job. I hope you had just as much fun as I did creating these little paper heart wreaths for Valentine's Day. Remember, you can gather your family and friends here in Artmeohio. You can watch some of our past arts and crafts videos on our Facebook and YouTube account. We'll still be posting more arts and crafts videos throughout the month. Just watch out for Wednesdays around noon and we'll be posting new videos. Alright, I hope you had fun with us today and I can't wait to see you in the future. And remember, just like your art project, stay perfectly imperfect and creatively confident. Bye everyone!